5 young men drive to a basketball game in 1978. By summer, 4 of them are found dead, and the 5th has vanished off the face of the earth. The way these men died or disappeared is still completely unexplained. So let's get into this unsolved case. The night they vanished, there were 5 friends: Gary Mathias, Ted Weher, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hoyt. They had mild intellectual disabilities or mental health conditions, but were high functioning and very routine oriented. They were still very capable. And on the 24th of February 1978, they drove from Yuba City, where they were from, to Chico, California, to watch a college basketball game. After the game, they stopped at a convenience store around 10 p.m. to buy some snacks, and they were off to head home. Then nothing. They literally disappeared. They were expected to be home that night to prepare for their own Special Olympics basketball game the next day, which they were very excited about and they took very seriously, but they never made it. Days later, their Mercury Montego was found 70 miles away, deep in Plumbers National Forest, in snow-covered mountains, very isolated. However, the car wasn't stuck. It had fuel, the keys were missing, but the car wasn't damaged. So why was it here? Inside the car, they find snack wrappers, maps, but there was no trace of where these 5 guys had gone next. Locals were baffled. Why would they drive into the mountains? Of course, in the middle of the night, in the cold. It didn't make any sense. A man named Joseph Scones, trapped in the car nearby that night, said he saw headlights and heard voices, including a woman with a baby. He called out for help, but the lights turned off. The group walked away, and days later, a store clerk in Brownsville said 4 of the 5 came in buying burritos, chocolate, milk, and snacks. There was witness statements of seeing these men after this incident. Why would they be 30 miles from the car acting normal days after they supposedly got lost? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe this was, a mistake. They had mistakenly identified some other people as these men. But in June 1978, after the snow melted finally, the first bodies were finally found, and this was Jack Madruga and Bill Sterling. They were discovered 11 miles from the car, dead of hypothermia. Further in the woods, then found Jackie Hoyt and Ted Weher. Ted's body was inside a locked Forest Service trailer. He'd broken a window to get in, and he was wrapped in